What is up, dudes? Angry Grandpa, welcome back. Dudes, as you see, we've got the TR-85M1 Bisonul, or the Bison. We're gonna go through specs, we're gonna play with this tank, free maps, and we're gonna play also without ammo, the best ammo, and with retrofits. But before we go into this, we have to look at some stats. With this tank, you need to upgrade some stuff on it, as you may see. You have to upgrade improved time imager, optimized ammo rack, improved final drive, rubber coated tracks, 510mm penetration with 360 damage and 4.5k damage per minute, reloads in 6.97, which means 2 shells in 1 round, not 1 round and a shell. So reloads 2 shells in 6.97 without retrofits. It's empty. Health points 2200, full composite, mobility 50 kilometers an hour, acceleration is 4.93, so it's a decent one. 26% camo overall, 350 meters view range, that's basic. Gun depression, gun elevation -9 to 18 degrees. And let's get into the fight. So here we are on Rolling Thunder. We have an M1 Abrams, XM1, a BMP2 and a ERC-90 F4. Some of us players had the luck to get really good rounds. Thank you a lot, XM1. Really helped me that shot to not hit that tank. But the tank itself, it's very mobile. It's basically a Burlak at tier 5. Not too shabby, but once the tank is full, I guarantee you that it's gonna be a very menacing tank. As by all of this bouncing up and down, you guys know that I don't like it. It's the same with the M60, the premium one. Yeah, but it's like this when you play at low tiers. Some tanks are like this, stability, or I don't know. The gravity middle point of the tank, it's more forward because of the main turret, the turret, the gun, and so on. It's positioned in the front. So yeah, that's why. Amazing. Okay. More tanks, gonna reload. So as you see, it reloads in 6.97. If you put some retrofits, a good commando on it, this tank can be a really good tank to put it out at low tiers. Missed. That was my mistake. But if you don't want to put those things, you know, the tank can do a lot of damage. It can kill a lot of it. It's a very stable tank. I have no idea why sometimes it switches from AP rounds to high explosive rounds even at high tiers when you're in a match. It's occasional and whatever. Hit ammo reacts really nice. Quite impressed. I like the sound that it makes. It is normal hits, it's not like the hit FS or hit MP or any type of hit. But if this i7 turns now, I probably might get myself in some problem because I don't have any more AP rounds. So it's better to get rid of some other tanks before I kill him. Try the blow up, but no chance. As you see, I'm climbing this because this tank's armor, it has a small well, problem put it out when it comes to protection. The lower plate, it's quite thin, and that's not fun. So that's why. If you don't do this, probably ain't gonna get so many bounces, but you will survive. Ah, he killed it. Let's go with the other one. Ah, he turned himself. He's gonna do a smoke because I don't have APS. There is no APS this tier. I'm taking quite a lot of repulsing now. Because some other tanks, such as this one in front of me. And I have to move. So I don't get my floor plate penetrated, but also to survive, because as you see, there are already 2 people dead. I have to survive as much as I can. I'm gonna press now Q because I need ammo. I'm running out of ammo. Alpha damage on this tank is not the highest. It's mediocre. But in some situations this can be a good tank for some missions, which I'm gonna come with a video after this video. What tanks to use in Battle Pass, despite other tanks that you guys know. You can also use other tanks to finish missions. Not all or just a particular set of tanks you can use. You can use also other tanks in the game, premium and non-premium, to finish some missions. But that is gonna be like a video for players that are basically new to the game or new to the Battle Pass and so on. Okay, the tracks are repairing quite fast. Nice smoke. And what the heck was that? No idea. Again, I have to sit like this so I can protect my tank. Have an angle. My comrade is not looking on his right side. Now comes the tricky part to kill some other tanks. Because some other tanks are quite tough to penetrate, like Magash. Even for a tier 7-8, that tank can be also a problem. But thankfully he's with the sides. Gonna switch after this to AP rounds. Someone is behind us. There are too many tanks now. We have to get rid of some of these, because now they take the capture point on a freaking goal, and my teammates are not even paying attention to this. Reloading. Cannot penetrate on some areas. Well, I have to do some 50-50 now to win. Well, it was a good match on the limit. We're gonna put some retrofits, we're gonna play different and then again different. On this tank, I'm gonna use Augmented Optics V2, Improved Gun Breach V2 and the Survivability Kit V2. Why? Because it has some weak spots at the base of the turret. Some tanks can penetrate this tank frontally, as you see. If any TGM comes and so on, well, from sides, I don't want to get myself in some big problems, so I don't want to risk it. Even though if it doesn't work, survivability kit, we can use other retrofits, but for now I'm gonna go like this to see how it is. Here we are on this Viper. We have another TR-85M1, a ERC-90F4, an OT-64 and a BMD-2. Let's see how is the tank. So now I'm reloading from 6, what it was, 6.7, it's 6.3. So still fine. Probably I missed that one, but I'm gonna switch to hit a bit from shot to shot to see how it is. 80 rounds is decent, but I want to get more damage. It's not for the missions, but I want to see the potential of the tank. There we go. Well, let's see how it is. No blow up for that weasel. I hopefully don't get any ATGM from him. Nice. But this tank tier 5 kinda survives a lot of shells frontally. Kinda survives. But if you put that survivability kit V2, you can give him an additional, let's say, survival. But this RDF has a better gun to reload faster. And I made a mistake there. Survives even these type of shells. Okay. So up to the point when I'm up, I'm going to reload this. Switching to AP rounds. Trying to give him a track. I'm gonna get another one. Perhaps not. Oh man. Come on. I don't know why this BMD went frontally with him when he can flank the tank. I think flanking is not in his vocabulary. Also, don't forget on this map to kill snipers, guys. It will keep you spotted and that's gonna be a problem for you when you try to kill some of the tanks. Here we go. On a rampage. Ah, try to get... Yes, just get rid of tanks that can do damage. Impressive. I can pen Merkava frontally. Usually it's not like this. Oh, missed. But it's dead. Yeah, my mistake. Why they don't use smoke, man? Many players, they don't know how to play. Use smoke, you have it. Provides camo and cover yourself. Some of them are just like really berserkers. They try to go and do a lot of damage. It's fine by me, but you know, you have to survive when you're small at tiers because you have to do a lot of damage in order to do some stuff. There we go, engine down. Let's get rid of tanks that I know they have a lot of running also out of ammo. Also I can change. Oh, that's not fine. Got one, I don't know how. Yeah, ATGMs. Look, it's just lower plate. You cannot survive that. That's the main thing I was scared of about this tank. The lower plate is very thin and it's no armor. Even if it has that thing, the rubber thing in the front does not give you protection. So it's fairly fine. 21k damage in tier 5. Probably one of the best matches on this tank. So we managed the blue star. I might change something about him. Active IR optics. Spotting through foliage camo factor minus 20%. Why? Well, it's because even though the camo overall is not 30%, it will drop already when you fire. And this tank is made for aggressive fighting, not camping, not sniping. Let's go see how this tank will be now with this retrofit. Spearhead. We have a platoon of Chieftain MK10, a Merkava 1 and a Shilka. Now this team, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a lot of damage, but this team is kinda complete. It's gonna be different to see this match. Already a bounce. What the hell? That's a T-90. That's a very difficult tank to penetrate. I'm gonna relocate now. At least I'm gonna do a bit of spotting for them until I'm gonna get rid of some tanks. Ah, missed because the tank it bounced up and down here or close. Tried a lot of misses now. It's because I'm trying to also do damage, to think what I can do, because I can get also flanked. Sometimes the AI goes also in this direction. I saw, I know. The other thing it is with the smoke, has just one smoke at each 60 seconds. That's, I have no idea why it didn't went with the first one. Here we go. Oh, missed. Shit. Try the flick right on him at target and I didn't look correctly. I really hate these boxes in this map. Trying to kill him with the machine gun, the small machine gun, but I cannot. Oh, this is gonna be painful to kill. Plus it has a very big cannon. But the armor not so much, seems like. Hey, man, it's a tier 6 as a freaking have to use AP rounds. Where is he? Identify target. Missed him. Oh look, he climbed a small vehicle or something like this. This is not good. Also, oh my gosh. Running over AP rounds. So on this tank you really need to have some AP rounds a lot. Seems like. But it's no problem. We can still do damage and flank them. I'm not gonna rush because we have plenty of time, but I need also to survive. Hopefully no more tanks. But in the front we have plenty. There you go. Reloading. I tried, but the high explosive is not so great. But I'm gonna remove it. High explosive doesn't have enough penetration, so you can do enough damage. Well, the heck, I aim. Come on, man. This hits with the rear. There we go. Those sort of tanks are pretty hard to kill even though at small tiers, because you don't have enough penetration or angle to kill it. There we go, we can save some money. Put it out. So this was probably all the tanks, probably, I don't know. So we managed a second blue star on this tank. 3 matches with success. First and foremost, let's go with pros and cons. Pros, I like the tank design. Well, it's awesome in real life, but in the game it looks awesome. Good gun, gotta say, good gun, good mobility, really good reloading time, a really good armor. It can take a lot of damage if you don't pay attention. Sideways, the armor, it's like any other tank. If you angle your tank like this a bit, they cannot penetrate you, unless if it's any ATGMs. It's a really good tank, and I think it's gonna make a lot of players happy. Cons, well, not so many cons to put it out, beside the side armor and the huge turret that can get some blow-ups, as you may see. Ammo. This tank, in my opinion, is among the premiums, is a 10 out of 10. It's because the tank in the game, it's very balanced, can survive a lot of shells and can do a lot of damage, but the tank itself is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you think about this tank. Do you enjoy it or not? Have you played with him or not? And I'll see you next time in the next episode.